Except for this last little nipple just to go in.
Oh, you there yet?
Right there. So you want me to go in against that 130 and then just jam in to cut it off, or should I go slimmer?
Go all the way to 130 and push in. Once that breaks off, turn sideways, when it hits the cutter, it can chip the cutter.
So come in now?
Yeah, 130? Yeah, go for it. Feel it doesn't want to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. You're waiting for it here all day. That's it, stop. Don't go keep past center. Once you go past center, it starts rubbing on the bit and kills it. It makes it dull. What are you waiting for? Get the damn thing out of it. Let's do it. Okay.
Now you said throw a 45 into it?
I'd go back and retouch off because I think you have bottomed out your dial over here. Okay, go in until it touches, see if the 130 again is different.
Yeah, 130.
Okay, so pull it out. Unscrew that one. Okay, stick it in about 10 or 15 in. Here.
And 15.
Alright. Push it in.
Going in. All coming out.
Just keep pushing. See how it cuts differently going in and out sideways?
Yeah. Keep going?
I don't know, you want to get the job done, you want to be here all day, it's up to you. I don't know about you, but I got more important stuff to work on than watch you screw up my damn leg.
Alright, don't go past center.
Go past until it cuts off. You can feel it go over center, and go over center back up. It leaves a little dimple there.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, so try doing your compounded cut.
So I'm going to come back in.
Yep.
And then I'm going
You gotta take up the slack.
to take up the slack.
And you gotta move both wheels at once.
Alright. Attempt number 2.
Okay, if you did a crappy job like that, you gotta cut more, go back and do it again.
Alright.
You gotta crank both hands at once. So.
Take the backlash out. Again.
Still spin around, you gonna cut it this time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just a test.
I tell you, practice. Experimenting. Okay, look like a 45 degree to you yet?
No.
What's it look like?
Maybe a 20.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go back over here and cut your rest of your material off. Go in there and touch off again, you should be close. Ah, elbow. That hurts in the elbow.
Okay.
Close.
Touching.
Touch at 17.
There it is. Touch the little pass. Yeah, 17.
Okay, leave 5.
Leave 5.
Yep.
Alright. Cut in.
Push it in.
There you go.
Okay.
Now.
Go cut your chamfer again. Unless you cut most of it off because you didn't need much chamfer.
Nope. Alright, I'll try it again.
Yeah, this time that's right.
That's close. Better.
You like it that time?
Nope.
Oh,
Want to do it again. better. Probably not up to your part or your standards, but
Yeah, put on 0 and cut the last 5 off. Pull the wheel out.
pull the wheel out.
Yeah. Thing out of the way. Okay, go in the last 5. So that'll be 0. Okay, and I'll crank that one in. The chamfer always leaves a little burr on the outside edge. That cuts the burr off. So that's a clean cut. That's why you always leave a little bit on the end.
Ah, I see.
Kind of like grinding your weld after you do a booger job. Now, before you drive that back out, you should have got this back off of 0 because it leaves a mark when you come out.
Ah,
Okay, slide them over here, get out of the way. Get your file. Now it's out of the way.
he said,
What are you doing? That's not how you hold a file. One hand over here, one over here. And you push it that direction. And you roll it. Don't start flat. You're not trying to cut the whole thread off. Hold it the angle you want to be at. And then roll it. You have to push as you're rolling and it doesn't do anything. Alright, so what's it look like to you now?
looks pretty good to me.
If you come back on this and put it flat like that, it'll knock off any burrs. Now you flip it off. Pull that lever back so when you turn it on it doesn't get you. Safety lever. It's called neutral. Now you feel it right there and see if it's got a sharp edge. You're going to cut your finger.
Nope.
Don't do that while it's running though, because it will cut your finger. Sometimes it'll screw a piece of metal right in through your finger. Okay,
not too bad.
where's your caliper at? What dimension are you going to? See how that chuck key?
1.2.
See how that chuck key is left in the chuck right there? Very dangerous. You know why? Because if some dumbass left that in gear and you hit that switch, guess what happens to that chuck key?
Flying.
It doesn't go that way, it goes toward you.
Oh shit.
There's nothing valuable there to hurt, so you're alright. But it might hit me. 230 what?
We're at 238 on the other one, but you said
Is this the first one or the second one?
second one.
So measure up here in the big flat area. This is 311. What's the other one?
3/8, so seventh thou difference. 3/9. Oh. Yeah, 3/18.
You can't go 3/8 to 7 unless you got this in the sideways. So if you put that in square, by rolling a little bit, get it squared, then you get a real number. So now you get 305. Okay,
Oh, so I'm 5 thou.
so check the other one. Don't kiss it, doesn't help. There's 13, roll it around a little bit. 10, 16. Alright, so 10 was our low number. 5 and 10, 5 thou variance, close enough.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay,
Now, only 6 more to go.
yep, sometime next week.
Sweet.
Make sure you cut off the right end, not the left end.
That would suck.
Consider it go left or right. It'd be really hard to do.
Okay.
Alright, don't forget to dial out. Leave enough material you can go 200 without running out of dial. We got other work going on around here too. This thing was really out of whack. But I forgot to blast it before I did it. Yeah, what my light going on? So that thing had about 8 thou bow to these threads that are sticking up, these inserts. These are 48 castings. This one's a 50. This one's a 48. First year crap. So these stars are sticking up about 8 thou. In between each one of these it dropped down about 3 thou. After those got down to 0. Head was all warped. So even though it looks like it's flat, it's way the hell out of whack. That's why you straighten stuff. That's why we milled these ones over here so they're flat all the way across. See the machine marks in there, see? Witness marks to go both ways. That means you are flat. If you just have curlicues going one way, that means you're dug in like this. If you have flat marks, if you have the curlicues, it means you cut that way and you went across that way, it leaves a second mark. That's how you tell. Oh, I was supposed to move the camera. Oh, put it back over here. Yeah, well, you can see him screw up over there. So if you hear a bunch of yelling in the background, look over there. You yelling over there yet? Oh, we can't see you. You're hidden. Oh. He's hidden out of view. Oh well. Have to watch me. I've got some files. Lots of grinding to do. I'm only going to show a couple. Over here, we can see better. So first thing I'm going to do is butt the back of the valve. That means grind it flat. See, it looks like it's flat right now, but clean metal is not straight metal. See how bad it is. So you grind across that and you look at what's there. So it looks pretty flat. See a little bit of burn marks there because my stone's a little dull, so it makes a lot of heat. These are still-light tips, so they're really hard. Alright, one to go. Once more to go. Looks good. Flat. Get over here and see better maybe. I don't know. Maybe you'll see better. Hard to tell. Yeah, maybe the drop falls. Clean again. Next one. This is off a little bit, you can see it. You can grind right there. It's quite flat. Take off a couple thou. See, now it's flat. Cut the edge. Barely cutting here, but it's just cutting. There you go. Do another one. Next set. I'm only cutting these a thou or two at a time. Now it's flat. There'll be more we have to do. And another one's flat. Alright, got more to go, we'll do that.